tells the story of a retired former gangster, but the enemy's game of revenge. Drag him back into the dark world? There's a lot of tricks used, full of deceit and threats. This is how London gangsters solve problems. Outside a nightclub, bunch of gangsters led by a guy named Hooks go inside. Famous singer named Royston. Pelly keeps swaying bottom, the beat of music that echoes. Suddenly one of the Hook subordinates shoots Royston. The music stopped instantly. The gangsters immediately ran out running away. Beside Royston, written down, messages addressed to someone named Sam Pale. In the middle of London, this man named Sam Pale go to work like most Londoners. After taking the time to go exercise, keeping his physical fitness. Sam has 2 children, Semi and Mimi. And this lady Sam's wife named Kayla.
Ready.
I was working.
Is the kids need their dad?
The boss didn't like me, I had to leave.
Why do you push everyone away?
Sam went to his sister's house named Analysis, a widow who has 1 teenage child named T. From Analysis, Sam was told if their brother Royston shot by an unknown person during a gig and is now being hospitalized. On the way to the hospital, Sam accidentally bumps into a woman. Lemon juice instantly spilled on his shirt. This woman named Janette forced Sam to come to her house to wash his clothes. Got that coercion? Sam just follows, intent to wait while relaxing.
What's your name?
Dominica, your top, please.
But what Janette did? He took off all his clothes. Faced with the temptation Appam Sadampik, who is not tempted, and next sorry. This scene is censored. Continue at the hospital to detectives. Parkin and Disman is interrogating Roy. Stone, did Roy recognize who shot him? But Roy didn't recognize him at all. He had never even seen that person before. Shortly after, Sam arrives at the hospital, visiting his sister. Here Roy's friend named Hendry intend to inform about the letter addressed to Sam the night of the shooting, but the mother, Mrs. Pele, immediately stopped her, saying if it was just a joke Henry made. Realized something was being kept secret from him. Sam went straight out after Henry, who walked out, asking what exactly happened. Got urged from a Sam. Henry had no choice. He brought Sam home. Shows the letter addressed to Sam. Contains an address that Sam must go to.
I'm gone, man.
Continue on the way home. After leaving the train station, Hook's subordinate named Jardis followed Sam. But Sam is no ordinary person, a former gangster. With his instincts still sharp, Sam immediately ambushed Jardis, beat up and broke one of his legs. Suddenly Hook came to save Jardis, warning Sam, just go to the address in the letter. Otherwise his family might be in danger. A threatening statement, as well as admitting if the group is the perpetrator of the shooting. Sam is feeling very depressed, thinking about all the possibilities that could have happened, how to get out of the circle of the past. Who attempted to drag him back. Continue after. Sam called Hendry, tell him if he was preparing to go to the address. Hendry asked for help to pick him up at the address. An hour later.
Dude, do you want a sweet, fam? Nah, fam, I don't.
From a distance, Sam noticed there were a lot of Hook subordinates in front of the house. Shortly after, Hook pops, telling everyone to come in. Felt the situation. Sam went straight to the house, pressed the bell, and coincidentally Jarvis, the one who opened Sam's door, directly beat him up, dragged him into the... There are a lot of big men in there. They all subordinate Hook. In the end, Sam had to resign to being beaten.
I was the one that drove the boys to shoot you. Now you were...
Here another boss shows up. His name is Dale. People who are more powerful than the Hook, innate directly from the big boss. Smoke Dolly told them to release Sam. and took her away to another room, explained about many things, about the business that they're running. Starting from selling illegal goods without taxes, protection and security services, the most important, supply drugs in many entertainment venues. All of that is accomplished by him, under the control of a big boss called Smoke. Dolly intends to recruit Sam, working under it? But Sam had to solve one problem: removing old enemies from the past. Back to Henry, whose scared wife. He thought of some reason to leave. Then mentioned about the discount offer at the shopping store. Issued a deadly seduction that could only thought of by husbands, afraid of wife returning to Sam. Dolly told him to come into a room, that there someone had been waiting for him. This guy named Curtis. Sam's past enemies, who had just been released from prison, come back with madness, revenge for the death of her most beloved family, who died at the hands of Sam. Artist came up to Dale, volunteered as a subordinate working for him, on the condition that Dale should facilitate his revenge. Final fight against Sam to the death. First step of dragging Sam back to the streets. Being a gangster with no fear. Like in the old days, Dale, enter a long hook, then call Janita. It turns out that Janita's madness seduced Sam by order of Dale. Recorded a video of that enjoyment, intend to send it to Kayla. Sam's wife was in a state of anger and regret. Sam walked away out of that house. Out there, Hook's subordinate intends to beat Sam for hitting. Yarda Sam immediately hit Wino, crashing into everyone, running as fast as he could towards the street. But baby, Sam's physique has aged. His breath could not support his steps. He was chased. That Hook named Marcel directly beat him. Lucky Henry showed up, pointed his jacket-covered hand at them, said if he had a gun. Then immediately dragged Sam back to his car and hit the gas, leaving the place. But the Hook is very angry. He immediately beat Marcel for being brave, challenging his orders to let Sam go. After scolding and beating him, Hook instead apologized and hugged Marcel, but that's the Hook habit. Stabbing people while hugging them. Marcel was stabbed and left alone lying there. Somewhere else in the restaurant, Sam reports on the crimes committed by Daly Hook and Curtis to detectives Parkin and Disman, starting from selling illegal goods without taxes, then prostitution and drugs. Also about the shooting of his sister, ordered directly by Dale. In the afternoon, Sam goes home to his. Kayla was waiting with a straight face. While watching videos of Sam with other women, Sam was speechless. There is no defense he can speak. Only the word sorry came out of his mouth. Sam could have left Janit, but he can't help it and choose to do it. It's all pure. His mistake. Kayla vented all her anger. Sorry why Sam could be tempted. What he lacks. Make Sam lust with other women. Despite all that traps, at least Sam can hold back. Go home. As a wife, Kayla is ready to serve Sam to her heart's content. Continue. Detective Parkin and Disman are seen approaching Dale's headquarters by reason of an investigation about a young man named Marcel who was stabbed by a guy named Hawk, but Dolly came out immediately kicked them out while inquiring about the warrant. Even Dolly dared to threaten the two detectives. If you still dare to tease him, then their families are in danger. Back to Dale. He scolded the Hook who acted impulsively stabbing Marcel. Consequently brought into detectives to his house. Game Curtis. It's like a child's game, which delays the time of success. While for the big boss Smoke, time is money. So Curtis should finish the game soon. Finish Sam's next of kin. Give him that sense of revenge. After Dolly left, turns Hook is planning something with Curtis. They intend to eliminate the Dolly. After getting rid of Sam, Curtis continued calling Sam, asking about the videotape gift he sent. Does the wife Kayla like him? What Curtis said was just a mockery. Real goal was to have Sam determine a time when Sam was ready to end the grudge between them, but Sam was silent without saying anything, then hang up that phone. Somewhere else, Mrs. Pele, Sam's mom, was walking home to her. In the elevator, he grew up some gangsters. without realizing that danger was lurking. After getting out of the elevator, Mrs. Pele saw a woman beaten by two men. He immediately helped the woman, which turned out to be Janit, brought him into the house and gave him a drink. After that, Mrs. Pele called Sam, asked him to drive home, the woman he just helped. Sam feels strange. Is there really such a coincidence? He immediately asked the characteristics of the woman. After hearing all the features mentioned, Sam immediately told the mother to run, but it's too late. Jane has opened the door. Curtis and Hook indirectly push Madame Pele to fall down and die instantly. In this way, Hook's sure Sam will definitely come to them. Sam, who's on his way to his mom's house, immediately shocked to see his mother's body lying there, crying uncontrollably, and then shouted in anger. On the day of the funeral, Kayla came to Sam, but Sam doesn't look excited. There was a sense of pressure and regret in his heart. The death of the mother is an inverted scale. Revenge must be avenged, no matter how Roy, who just found out the cause of the problem, why his mother was killed, very angry, immediately blames Sam for the death of their mother. To avoid the chaos, Roy and his girlfriend are moving to America.
Letting anyone know. Because I don't understand how Mom had to get... Is that I want you to handle it.
In the next day, Kayla urges Sam to solve all those problems in 1 month. If not, don't expect to see him again. Get rid of all those criminals. Don't leave any. In a state of anger, Curtis calling Sam and urge him to fight. This time Sam doesn't resist. He calls Curtis dead meat. Within a week, he will surely find Curtis and finish him off. At night, I broke into the gym and then stole the weapon there. Belongs to the owner of the place called Brick. But damn, Brick finds Sam and beats him up. Passed out when awakened, Sam has found himself tied up there. On top of sports equipment, Brick asked what he meant. Sam had dared to steal his gun. Sam says if he intends revenge to the man who killed his mother. And apparently their goals are the same. Dolly is the one who raped Brick's sister. Plans were soon made. Sam called Henry to be willing to help him take her somewhere. Once again, Henry had to reason a discount on the shopping to get away without being yelled at.
Moving to America though.
Maybe I want to go solo. Maybe I want to learn. I'll go check out this bar game quickly.
Dale's hideout. Party all night full of fun. Sam and Henry went to Hassan's restaurant. There is Yardis with his woman. Shit for him. For the third time, Yardis again beaten Sam. Hazen was Sam's childhood best friend. This guy helps Sam interrogate Yardis about where Dale's hideout is.
Hassan, come in here for fights. Little man could go and come. They better not. Hassan, fox.
After getting it, Sam leaves there immediately, and sure enough, they were found there. Next to a nightclub, was bullying a woman. Sam immediately went forward to beat them up while aiming the nail shooter tool. This man named Wino, the guy who shot Roy at the beginning of the movie. Sam tortured her, shooting nails into multiple places on his body while asking where Curtis is. While in the car, Henry was accosted by a man named Jafar while threatening him with a hammer. But Henry has his own way of fighting the enemy, using his tongue-tied shrewdness. Persuade Jafar to leave the world of evil, and worked with him in the music studio. The persuasion turned out to be successful. Jafar, who cannot see the cruelty of the hook, took the business card out of Henry's hand and leave there immediately.
Might need some help on this one though. Okay, you're driving.
Continued in the morning, Sam, who has worked with the Brick Group, came to the daily group safe house with Henry as his driver. Upon arrival there, they broke straight in, opened fire on Dale's guards, and the hook doesn't want to risk. They went straight down to the lower room, then locked the door, leaving Janit alone outside. Hook is a loyal fella. He refused to leave Janit. But Delay doesn't care. For him, genetics is just a tool. When Delay hugging Hook, say goodbye. Hook intends to stab Daly, but what happened? Daly already knows the habits of his colleague, stabbing the enemy when hugging. Caught the right arm of the Hook holding the knife. The other hand stabs a Hook right in his stomach. That's the end of a Hook. died in his own way. When Sam found Janet, he mercilessly hit Janet right by his throat to pass out. But unfortunately, the steel door was locked. Several times tried, always failed to open it. Even with the help of brake, they still didn't manage to open it. Suddenly Serena, the police rang. Local residents who had heard gunshots have reported their black group with Henry immediately left there. But Sam hasn't given up. He broke down the door several times, until in the end, the door was successfully opened. Unfortunately, in the room there is only a dead hook. DeLay already went running away, while Curtis, not found there. Sam can only give up, raising his hand, arrested by police led by Detective Parkin, and continue Desmond in the interrogation room. Desmond offers a deal to trap Dale and Curtis. If you can lure the smoke out, Sam have no choice. He should accept the deal. If you refuse, himself should be imprisoned. At night, Curtis called Sam. Make a fight to the death challenge. In West London, in an abandoned warehouse, where they both used to grow up. An hour later, Sam has arrived there. It turned out that the grudge was the result of the death of Curtis's nephew, named Trevor, who died at Sam's hands in the past. After that blaming debate, the fight ensued.
Because I wanted to. After I killed him.
I'm not trying to do that.
In the end, Sam managed to break Curtis' leg, but Sam refused to finish him off, left Curtis alone there. After removing the bullets from his gun, Curtis took the gun, reloaded the one bullet Sam took out, pointing it at Sam from behind, but had not had time to press the trigger. Desmond appeared, shooting Curtis right behind him. At the last moment, his breath blows. Curtis says where Dale's hideout is, and who Dale really was after. Like a deal, Sam was let go, but the revenge is still not over. That night too, Sam went straight to Dale. At the same time, in an apartment, Dale collects all his money into a big bag. There's quite a lot of. That's £5 million. Sam appeared, directly beat Dale, sent him sprawling helplessly. It turns out that Smoke is just a big character that Dale created to terrify all of his underlings. There's no such thing as Smoke. There's only Dale. They are the same person. But Sam had no intention of finishing Dale off. Just took the bag with the money, then leave the place. Handed Dale to Brick. After one shot was heard, Dale is gone for good. While Sam walked leisurely, brought £5 million with him. After handing over £1.5 million to Brick, Sam gave £300,000 to Henry, then another £300,000 for Roy in America. £300,000 more were given to his brother Elisa. And the last £300,000 he gave to Hazen, his childhood friend, while the other £2.3 million brought a loan to make his son and wife happy. Sam promised, after this will never again disappoint his family. Then Desmond, this guy let Sam off all charges. Like the deal that they made, Sam can be free to live his life in peace with his family. And next, the story ends.